Now, Telcoin just made history as the first federally regulated digital asset depository bank in the U.S., bridging crypto and traditional finance. What does this mean for the broader industry, though? Let's ask Patrick Gerhart. He is president of banking operations at Telcoin. Patrick, it's great to have you on the show.
Great to be on the show. Pleasure to meet you. Thank you for having me on.
So first of all, I do want to talk about this big milestone. Talk to me about the significance of it and how it's going to impact the broader banking industry.
This is a huge milestone, not just for us at Telcoin, but banking as a whole in the United States. We've recently been, as you just stated, approved to become the first digital asset depository in the state of Nebraska, which will allow us to create our own dollar-backed stablecoin, and will be regulated by the Nebraska Department of Banking and Finance. So this is a huge step, not just for crypto, but also for the banking industry in the United States.
But what advantages are coming with issuing stable coins and holding FDIC insured deposits?
So what we'll be able to do is we will be able to allow customers, like with partner banks, to be able to use their fiat currency in their checking or savings accounts, and through their bank, get onto the blockchain, able to buy our stable coin, which will be EUSD, which will come out when we open up operation. They will be able to jump on the blockchain and use that stable coin for whatever they need to use. And the big thing right here that I think a lot of people are not quite realizing is that, like I stated before, we will be regulated by the Nebraska Department of Banking and Finance, which is huge, not just for us as an industry, giving us validity within the banking system, but also the peace of mind for the customers that we have, and hopefully we can bring on board once we start up and running.
And what regulatory challenges did Telcoin overcome, and will others follow, do you think?
A lot of the regulatory challenges just basically come from the current state of the banking industry in the United States in regards to the rules and policies that they have in place. It was a lot of work and a lot of time crafting this legislation back in 2020 with then State Senator Mike and current Congressman Mike Flood and the banking committee here in the Nebraska legislature, going through working with the Department of Banking, and putting in what we want to do, what they will allow us to do, and kind of making that work in kind of a harmonious manner, which I think we've done so far and should be able to do moving forward.
And how will this impact stablecoin adoption and the future of finance, do you think?
I think this is one of the many first steps of adopting stablecoins in the US, and honestly more so across the world. Everybody's looking at Nebraska right now because we are one of the first states to allow this to happen. And hopefully we become one of the first ones and fully operational here fairly soon.
How have traditional banks been reacting to this? Do you think that they see it as competition or an opportunity for collaboration?
This should be looked upon as an opportunity for collaboration, as you just said. This is something that will benefit not just the general public, the crypto community, but also the US banking industry, bringing it further into the 21st century. Traditional banks should look at this as an opportunity, not just support their customers, but to also support their bottom line, bump it up, diversify what they do as an institution.
Now that the Trump administration is officially in office and his administration has been very vocal when it comes to cryptocurrency and their stance on that, what impact will this administration have on the broader crypto economy?
It should be fairly monumental. 2025 is looking, as of right now, a fairly big year for crypto in regards to rules regulation, not just within DC and what Trump's trying to do, but also within the regulators that regulate all the banks across the United States, whether it's federal or state. It's going to be a good year. I like what I see with the current administration moving forward, putting in people who know, not just are supportive of crypto, but know crypto, understand it, understand the blockchain. And those are the people that can really help us out and move this thing forward.
And now that you've secured this charter, I'm interested to know what's next when it comes to Telcoin Bank.
What comes next? Well, we've not secured the charter quite yet. We've just got approval. We've got some conditions we got to, set forward before we can open up shop. But, we want to start out the year really well. Currently gearing up, to open the doors here, hopefully in the next few months, and then bring in partner banks and really expand our network, not just in Nebraska, but across the United States.
Well, thank you so much, Patrick Gerhart, president of banking operations at Telcoin Bank.